Hello and welcome to the very first episode of How to Make a Doom Mod. This episode is going to be mainly me talking to the camera as a bit of an introduction to the series. If you want to get straight into Doom modding, I would advise you go to the next episode. Though if you're interested in this introduction, you're free to follow along. Well, firstly, before I continue, I sincerely apologise to those who have waited very patiently for this series. And also, this is not an official how-to. The things I will recommend will work, but it's probably not the right way of doing things, but it will work. So I'd say take most of this with a pinch of salt. There's no real way of doing things, but this is how I do things. I'm not trying to say all of it's incorrect, but some of the more advanced things may be a bit off. So if anyone in the comments knows or can point out anything that I may do wrong, go right ahead. And also, if you don't mind, I will quote you in future episodes. So first of all, I'll only be using open source programs to get started. So the programs I will be using throughout this series will be Slump, Doom Builder 2, Audacity, GIMP, and on some occasions HitFilm Express. I'll be using Slump to assemble the WAD and do the programming, Doom Builder 2 for my mapping tutorials, Audacity for audio modifying and converting to different file types, GIMP for modifying images and sprites, and HitFilm Express for anything video related. There's going to be some episodes in the future where I will be using editing software to create certain things for Doom, but editing software isn't really something you'd use unless, of course, it can do something that these programs cannot. Possible alternatives include XWE, though I've had problems recently with virus software saying it's a virus. Slade, also for WAD editing. Paint, you can use Paint, though I'd highly advise against it. The only time I've used Paint if I quickly want to turn a JPEG into a PNG or something like that, or even Photoshop. Though GIMP is very, very similar, though I think Photoshop's a bit more professional. Whatever you are comfortable with. So, basic terminology. What is a WAD? What does WAD mean? WAD stands for Where's All the Data, because it's all compact into one file. We have different terms when it comes to Doom modding. For now, we'll be sticking to decorate, SND info, and keycon info, or keyconf, as I say, and also map info. So decorate is your bread and butter. You'd be spending a lot of time in decorate if you want to do your own weapons, your own monsters, you're going to make your own entities, anything that can be programmed and placed onto your map. Like I say, weapons, monsters, pickups, power-ups, trees. Though I say trees sparingly because there will be an episode in a future season where I show you 3 different ways to create a tree. But I'll come to that when I come to that. ACS is another term I'll be using, which is a different kind of coding, but that's mainly to alter the map or how the WAD plays out. But I will cross that bridge when we get there. Something else you might want to think about, and that's your engine. For purposes of this series, I will be using Xandronium because that's an engine I've gotten used to. I used to use Skulltag, but I found Xandronium works best for me. You can use GZ Doom, Z Doom, though some things might not work. Just because of the way some things will be coded, but I'll be using Xandronum because I find it easy to use. But there will be means and ways of converting things that I do in Xandronum into other software, like GZDoom, ZDoom, etc. So, yeah, that's this episode sorted. I will see you in the next episode, Basic Weapon. And I'll talk you through what things are, what they mean, and how to do them. Thank you very much for watching. I hope what I said makes sense. And I shall see you in the next episode, Basic Weapon. You have been watching the Mr. Skulltag channel. Be sure to check out the links in the description for more short films, entertaining videos, gaming videos, or check out our blog for future updates.